Hi everyone, I'm Tracy Koga. Welcome to a new show right here on Hue Spotlight, and it gives me great pleasure to welcome the beautiful Celeigh Cardinal to Hue Spotlight. Welcome, Celeigh, and congratulations on your third album, Boundless Possibilities.
Thank you very much, Tracy. It's so nice to be
Oh,
here with you.
Celeigh, just hearing your voice just evokes, you know, she sounds like this and she sounds like that, but you know what? It also brings up so much emotion too. I don't know
Mm,
if you've ever heard that about your voice, but obviously it is very powerful and beautiful.
thank you. I mean, I feel like that's emotion is the thing that I am really good at. And maybe it's perimenopause. Maybe it's just, being the daughter of a woman who cries all the time. I feel like I'm just like, I'm on the emotional side of the spectrum. So I'm glad.
Well, and there's no harm or shame in doing that. It's almost like you wear your heart on your sleeve when you sing. And we're going to start right to when how you got into music. Were you musically inclined as a child? And your childhood too does play an important part in your story.
Totally. The first time I started singing, I was actually 3 months old. I was just singing a melody over and over, and my mom remembers it. And I was on stage for the first time when I was 4. And also, my mom loves to sing. And so I was on stage with her. We did a duet together. She actually drew pictures because I couldn't read yet. And that's how I knew the lyrics of the song. And I've just I've just always been a singer, really. Like I started writing songs when I was 11, 12. I played in my first band in high school, but we only played one song. And then out of high school, I started playing in bars and just really continued sort of making music, playing or making money playing music since I was about 19. That's what I've been doing off and on. And yeah, it's a big part of my life.
So, Kaylee, how would you describe your genre right now that you're in?
That's always the hardest question. I get asked what my genre is a lot, and I say it's sort of a rootsy pop folk singer songwritery thing. Like I grew up, a lot of my influences were like those old PBS infomercials of like hits of the 1960s and 70s. Like I used to just get like a clip of Marvin Gaye or Gladys Knight, and I just loved that music so much. But I also grew up in church, so a completely different type of music. So it's really just I don't know. I'm sort of all over the place. I always have been, and I don't even know what to call it.
Well, you've kind of evolved into your own sound because I was going to ask, when you were 19 in the bars, was it just straight out rock all the time and you were going to be a rock star or a folk
I
singer?
mean, yeah, I definitely wanted to be Janis Joplin. Like, absolutely. That was the thing. And it was the music did tend to go that way, but I was also like a really this was like 1999 and it was like a super male dominated like hard rock was kind of what was super trendy at the time, and so that was kind of the music that we were playing, though wasn't necessarily where my heart was. I just loved to sing, so that's kind of what we did. And anything I sing, I mean, I think it's like the love of like crooners and like jazz music. I'm sort of like slow and behind things all the time. I like to take my time. So that didn't always work with hard rock music. So it wasn't my natural fit,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's that's where we started anyways.
Okay, so now we're going to fast forward to the release of your new album. It was supposed to release a little bit earlier, right? And then
Yeah.
some very tragic events happened.
Mm. Yeah, it was supposed to come out in 2020. And I had this amazing like 28-day tour of Europe planned in 2020, and um the album itself, like I was working on songs in 2019 and we were getting close to where I think I wanted it to be. But yeah, everything shut down in March. And I had a couple of pretty significant personal tragedies. I lost a friend to suicide. And then my son's father was murdered. I don't need to say that with a smile. It's like, it's just, that's an awkward thing to say to people. Um, but it was super, it was devastating. It was life-changing. Um, and then in between those two events, I won a Juno. So I had this like insane roller coaster happening where I just I couldn't even process anything. I still think I'm working through things now, because I think I was in shock for a really long
Mhm.
time too. But uh yeah, it just, I started writing music to help me process these things. Music started pouring out of me because that is part of my therapy. It's like releasing these feelings through words, through lyrics, through music. And so it led to the album being completely different. It was originally going to be called Euphoria and be all about like joy and healing, and that changed. It became Boundless Possibilities, which is still supposed to be like joyful and hopeful, but dealing with grief, a lot of grief. And it changed the vibe, but it's exactly what it's supposed to be. And I'm super, super proud of it.
Oh my goodness. And well, just listening and seeing you, I think you've obviously changed, but for the better.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, it's like I, I've experienced grief in my life, but I know that I knew of a type of grief that I knew that I hadn't experienced yet until we lost my son's father. And then I felt myself change in the depth of sadness that I could feel.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it gave me such an appreciation for the people that I still have and that I have around me. And this reminder of like, of treasuring them and treasuring my time with them. And I feel like that's the biggest part of me that's changed, is like the depth of feeling and re- just remembering to really live while I can.
Yes. Well, just so beautiful. Okay, so some help here on the album. It's nice to see some Winnipeg boys helping you out. The brothers Landreth, Joey and Dave. They're great.
Oh yeah, I love them. It was so fun. I was there. I actually wrote those songs with them in 2019. I was just there for like a week, and they are the kind of guys who wake up in the morning and go to the gym, and then they would come and pick me up and we would work on songs. They're like so healthy and such a healthy schedule. And it just, we created these three songs that I really happy about, and really helped sort of set some of the mood for what my songwriting would look like going forward. So it was really cool.
And will you be doing touring then again?
Yeah, I've been sort of like, I've been playing festivals this summer. I did a couple of album release shows where I played the album from the top to the very bottom, and it was like, it was such a powerful release. It was really great, felt really good. And then I'm just gonna, yeah, keep touring, and I'm just kind of always booking. It's sort of a job that never ends, and just always doing it. Yeah.
Well, you always have to keep your doors open. Moving forward now, what are, I guess, key things, or what's on Kayleigh's bucket list to do?
Ooh. Um, well, I mean, I would like to win. I hate saying this out loud because it feels so, I don't know. I want to win a Grammy one day. I want to tour Australia and New Zealand. I want to spend some more time in the UK. Um, I want to buy a house. I mean, it's really the things that I want are just sort of things that are naturally in step with the way that my career path is going, except the Grammy. I mean, we'll see about that. But
You
I
never
mean,
know.
you gotta, shoot for the moon. Is that it? Shoot for the moon, then
You
hit
shoot
the
for the
stars.
stars, yes, and
Shoot for the
hey,
stars.
yeah,
There
and
we
the moon too as well.
go.
And then
Yeah.
personally too, Kayleigh, did you ever in your wildest dreams when you were a little girl growing up ever think that you were going to be here where you are and having a voice, right? And and your parents too, and what they've gone through. Um, they've made a great daughter.
Yeah, it feels like a collaborative dream in a way. It feels like I mean, my my family has wanted this for me as long as I've wanted this for me, and maybe even before. I like, my grandma loved to sing. I have singers on all over my dad's side of the family too. I honestly feel like I'm doing exactly what I thought I was going to be doing. Even like the home that I'm currently renting is exactly, I don't know, I just kind of, not like I foresee things, but I just, it's like I imagine things and then they sort of happen. But I think it's a drive, a significant drive, a tenacity to just get to that thing that I wanted. And it makes me really stubborn and hard to deal with for a lot of people. But inevitably I get to the thing that I wanted. And I always knew that I told myself when I was young that I would win a Juno one day. And then I did. And like singing with symphonies is this thing I've done a couple of times since. And I just want to do more and I just want to keep doing all the things.
Wow. Okay, so that Grammy's on the list, and we'll be waiting here to congratulate you and find out all the dirt. But anyways, we are going to have a video from you, the Wandering River. So I'm going to let you introduce this song, Celeigh, and for everybody else, Celeigh Cardinal, it's been a pleasure. Boundless Possibilities is a new album. You can listen to it, purchase it on all of the music platforms, correct?
That is right, Tracy. Thank you. That's a good pitch. Wandering River is a song that I wrote with an artist, a singer-songwriter who's based in Ontario, but he's originally from Scotland by the name of David Francie. And this song is about a time, there was a time, like since 2018, I have been lucky enough to be playing my own music, but years and years of playing in pubs and bars, singing covers for like 3 to 4 hours a night for like $300. And it's a living, but it wasn't what I wanted to be doing because I had these songs I wanted to share. And so Wandering River is a little town that's on the way to Fort McMurray. And when I would go up to Fort McMurray, I'd often be thinking about what was ahead of me this weekend of playing for super drunk people. And is this the thing that I wanted to do with my life? I don't know. And whenever I saw that sign for Wandering River, I always thought this would be a great place to stop, turn around, go home, and maybe just like keep a real job and get a good credit score. But I never really did that. I kept pursuing this life of an artist. So it's kind of that place is sort of a reminder of like pushing through and pushing past those struggles to get to the place where you're appreciated for what you do. So that's what this song is about.
I wonder what it's like in Wandering River. I wonder, does the sun always shine? I wonder if I'll be delivered from the sins of this love of mine. We can start all over again, where everything is forgiven and the blue skies never end. I wonder, do the clouds part at night to show the stars shining so bright? And the sound as the water whispers by will bring the sleep to my weary eyes. Maybe in Wandering River we can start all over again, where everything is forgiven and the blue skies never end. And I'll go down to the water, let it take me Will the river wash me clean? Break my lover's hold over me? Will I finally be free? Will I go where I need to be? And baby, in front of a river, we can start